I got a call. I got a call from Wanda Montemayor. And once I heard her talk about everything that she was doing and her plans about working with art and healing through art, I was just so excited.
And Sister Dolores said, Wanda, I was praying for this. She's like, I was praying for this because I know that children need play. And so I went down there, we did a needs assessment.
And Wanda and I always start with the same question. The question is, what do you need, right? We're not gonna assume that we know what's best for our community. And they loved the idea of the mural. They were like, that's what we should do.
And so the idea was, let us provide you with group counseling. Let me help nurture those teachers where they can make the tiles, so they're the leaders.
I love what she was creating with Mosaic, bringing healing, peace, joy back to the families. And that was what the Uvalde Love Project was all about.
Behind me is a mural that was done by the community with a lot of love, a lot of healing came through this project. I think we're all more united.
And we know that through art therapy, people heal.
As a community, we really needed each other this year. And it was wonderful to be able to work with our hands and speak with our words. Everybody thought that it was one of those, oh, it's a counseling kind of session. And most of the Hispanic community, we don't believe in going to counseling.
I'm not gonna lie to you, at the beginning I was hesitant. Absolutely, because I didn't know just how I would do it with therapy. I think it's just our cultural thing. I hate to say that, but it's like, you have to prove yourself first.
So when people think of therapy, they think of a lot of times sadness, and instead there was a lot of joy that happened in the room.
And I said, you just come how you are. Just come how you are.
She told me she was going to bring a group of licensed therapists working with families. She was going to provide tacos during this time, and she wanted to call it Tacos and Tiles.
My grandma would tell us that she was going to take us there, and I would never want to go. I would be like, I don't want to go. And then when I would go, I wouldn't want to leave.
These types of sessions, even though you're working, in the aftermath of a tragedy, it still needs to be connecting, fun, playful. And it's not about all the wrong things with you. It's about what happened to you. It's also about what's right with you.
Your brain is a house, and you can only be in one room at a time. If the scary stuff is in your downstairs brain, so your downstairs brain is that fight or flight, your upstairs brain is that frontal cortex, right? If you're only talking up here, you never get downstairs. And so there's a very few therapies that let you touch both. Art therapy is one of those.
And I think as the children work with the Mosaic, the therapists also were able to talk to them about fears. And I think this is what the project did, to build that trust, to address those fears that are inside.
We could not have done any of this if we didn't have leaders and advocates who were there, who had the community buy-in and the trust of the community.
Never underestimate the power of a teacher.
And I think, having clay in their hands was just so healing for them. I know it was healing for me. Like after 17 years of teaching, I'm like, okay, now I have this new passion for mosaic. Now I have this new passion for clay.
So clay has a lot of beautiful properties to it. It's earthing, it's grounding, it has that sensory experience. Also, it can be erased and started again. It can be over and over, started again.
And so people are often rolling the clay. They're doing repetitive movements, right? They're pounding the clay, they're stamping the clay. All of that is repetition within the body. And that helps calm the brainstem.
Came up naturally, like I'm making my tile for my friend that I lost, but we're just making tiles, right? That's what we're doing.
talking about a hard thing. I'm talking about what I went through. At the same time, I'm feeling connected through the clay.
And so it just had so much beautiful metaphor that all of the pieces, just like the town, can come together.
I would see people pick up a piece of clay and literally go, like shoulders drop, big exhale, just from holding the clay.
And with this huge project and meeting everybody and just working and forgetting what's happened, you know, working, being in the moment, and we saw the outcome. It just took me to a happy place.
This project is to help us heal and to help us move forward, and maybe in the future we can build a rainbow.
Mosaic allows for thousands of people to leave a message in one spot.
We can put a mural together and just say, we are not at the end of our suffering, but we are at the beginning of our healing.
We knew that there was strength in the room and that these folks would be able to heal each other. It was not us coming in saying, I'm gonna heal you, I have answers for you. It was us coming in and creating a container so that those folks could heal together and heal each other. They did all the work.
I'm just still so blown away by all the people that believed in the project. Now we all are a part of Uvalde, and we won't forget, right? And that's the healing part too for them, is that there's such a fear, like people will forget about this. Now we won't forget.
Go to El Jardín de los Héroes and look at that beautiful mosaic and look at all the different tiles that are there. That's the people of Uvalde. We're a mosaic, and together we create a beautiful community of love and peace. That's who we are.